It's 7 o'clock. If we could all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic
which it
which
stands,
stands
one
one
nation,
nation
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
liberty,
liberty
and
and
justice
justice
for all.
for all.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Village of Washingtonville regular meeting of Village Board of Trustees. Today is Tuesday, August 18th. A couple of announcements. I want to congratulate both Washingtonville Police Department and the New Windsor Police Department for the arrest of the person who cut down the flagpole at Fireman's Memorial Park, as well as the sign in front of St. Mary's Parish Center. This person is also accused of cutting down two other flagpoles in the town of New Windsor. Chief, on behalf of the residents of our village, thank you for all you do and all the law enforcement that we have. The flagpole at Fireman's Memorial Park will be reinstalled tomorrow. Monell Company was going to use a ladder truck. Fears of damaging the grass in the park. Chief Hearn reached out to the town for arrangements for use of their bucket truck. I received numerous telephone calls regarding the 9/11 services. All services will proceed as in the past. A schedule will be announced at the September 8th Village Board meeting. JROTC will be presenting a new American flag for Memorial Park on this Thursday at 8:46 a.m. The Village of Washingtonville has begun its stormwater management plan. More details will be forthcoming the next meeting, which is Tuesday, September 8th. It had to be moved because September 7th is Labor Day. So the board agreed last meeting to move the meeting to September 8th. Many residents are still asking questions on Facebook regarding the village happenings. Residents are just spreading rumors and lies out there. For the truth, please direct all questions to the Village Hall or call me directly on my cell at 845-774-9185. You might not like the answer to your question or concerns, but you will never be lied to. Census 2020, the importance of. What are some benefits of completing the census? And I'm also going to post this announcement on Facebook. We'll then go to our website. Census helps to fund local projects like roads. Census helps to determine the numbers of representatives in Congress. Hopefully we could get good ones. Census helps determine how emergency funding is allocated, helps nonprofits with data for grants and workload, helps provide information to bring new businesses into the area. Enumerators are easily identified. They have a badge. They have a sign in their car. They are carrying a census bag and have a special census data collection phone. They always wear a mask and will always stay 6 feet apart, so you don't have to worry about COVID-19. I will be sending out information to the village board later this week regarding our water situation here in the village. We will be looking at water restrictions for both residential and commercial properties. I'm discussing with both our water operators as well as our attorney, as well as the village attorney. Information will be posted once the village board decides which way we're going to be going. The police booth has been brought back to E.J. McLaughlin Common. It was refurbished by the high school woodshop class and painted by village employee Linda Steinberger. Colors chosen were by our village historian, Linda Standish. A light will be placed inside to keep it lit all the time. It looks great. It really adds to that area. Thank you for everyone involved. The Village of South Blooming Grove had a public hearing regarding Clovewood. That's the 600 home on the side of Lake Ann. The village board said no, according to the Orange County Post, but the public hearing of the comments is still open. So I'm really not sure what that's about, but I will keep a close watch on that. So Anybody else have anything they want to share with us?
Can I just mention the farm market this Sunday at Vern Allen?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Go
From
ahead.
11 to 4, and the theme this time is Barnyard Bash.
Okay. I'm sorry, Val. I should have done that.
Okay.
Farm market.
And it's at Vern Allen Park. Did I say that?
Yes. From 12 to 4, is it?
11 to 4.
11 to 4. I think Trustee Lang was going to make a surprise appearance.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said, I doubt that.
I thought you, never mind.
Make it up
Nothing
to
go.
that.
Okay, I know it's a little bit early. It's 7:06. We have scheduled at 7:15. Stacy Yeomans, right? Risk management insurance, sexual harassment and diversity training options for village employees and all boards. Welcome, Stacy. Thank you.
Hi, everybody.
Spending you a Tuesday night with us.
Yes. It's I love to be able to do this actually, and it's wonderful that we're able to share in this type of environment. So that's wonderful, and you can all see up close and personal our different training options. So as the mayor said, my name is Stacy Yeomans. I am with Right Risk Management, also named as Nymer. We are your insurance company. We insure your property and casualty and liability insurance. And as your insurance carrier, we offer training. As you all may or may not know, every year, all employees and volunteers and board members, elected officials need to do a few trainings, harassment and discrimination, workplace violence, to name a few. There's also others that other people in different job descriptions need to take, but I'm going to talk to you about the ones that we have. We have two different ways in this COVID environment that one is new and one has always been part of our company. The first one is through the Nymer University. So if I can share my screen here, I'm going to show you what the Nymer University looks like. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is the Nymer University. And as a member of Nymer, which you are because you are insured by us, this is a product that is free for your use for all of your employees and board members and volunteers. The Nymer University, you would need, as an insured, you would need an access code to make an account. So once you make an account, and each and every employee or person associated with the village is encouraged to make an account. I know we may talk about some other ways to do this with certain job descriptions. Then they would make their username and their password along with the access code that I could give you. And then you'd have the opportunity to use the university. So these boxes at the bottom are called workplace colleges, and they are broken out for different job descriptions, as you can see. We have many different trainings that are for all job descriptions, but then there's some that, you know, maybe only the public works department would be benefit from taking. But for everyone, since we're basically concentrating on the discrimination and harassment, you would, again, have everyone that would be taking it in this manner make an account. Once they've made an account, you could talk to me about the people whom you choose to be administrators which are normally the managers or the mayor, clerk, people like that, who would be passing out the assignments to individual users. And that's what these two buttons would be for when that person is elevated to an administrator status. But everybody else will get all of these buttons here. And when they are assigned a training, when the individual user is assigned a training, it will be housed here under the My Training. And then they could just go ahead and start. You see, I have it right here, New York State Sexual Harassment and Discrimination Annual Training. So I could just click that, and then the video would start. The video is about 45 minutes. There is a test at the end. And then the administrators could pull reports based on the completion or not completion, the grade, how long it took someone to take the class, and use that as proof of completion of the course. You could even print out certificates, put them in the file if that's something that the village chooses to do. So along with the training, we also have workplace violence. Along with that training, I just want to show you quickly the other courses that we have. So we have things for schools and recreation, things of that nature, child safety, if you're doing any kind of camp, stay camp, anything like that. Cybersecurity, this is also a very big one that municipalities may want to take note of, because we have some phishing, preventing phishing trainings and privacy awareness. And these are good things for everyone who has a municipal computer to take note of. And those trainings are very short, 15 minutes. Driver safety, a lot of videos on driver safety for the public works folks, as well as anybody who drives for the village. Now, again, as I said, these are all free for the village to use with your membership to Nymer, which you already have because you're uninsured with us. Employment liability. Now, here is where your harassment, New York State discrimination and harassment training is. And if you were to self-enroll, you could do that by just double clicking here. And if you could see over here in the blue box, it gives you a little description of each of the trainings, and you could self-enroll there. We also have government liability classes, human capital management classes, customer service or diversity training, health and safety, lots of health and safety trainings, lots of COVID trainings we have as well. COVID, hand washing safety, and lots of new COVID trainings. Law enforcement, we have a lot of law enforcement classes that your law enforcement department could take note of. And a lot of these would go, if your department is accredited, a lot of them could go towards your yearly credits. So that is a very, very good point. Legal issues, land and zoning. At this point, we have the credits for your land and zoning boards to take through the university as well. And again, I mentioned recreation safety, recreation liability, and here's some things for that. We also have many resources on the university besides training. We have our classroom courses, which is another thing that I want to bring up. Another way we are training our municipalities for harassment and discrimination is through Zoom meetings, just like this, Zoom webinars. Right now, maybe a couple of you have received our invitations to the webinars. Here is one invitation for August 27th. And there's some directions in there for the user, and all they would need to do is click to register. Then they would get another link that would lead you to the Zoom webinar when it's time to start the meeting. We also have one on the 25th of this month. And again, it's the same thing. Directions here, and you just click to register. If you'd like, I can send you another copy if you don't have it.
Hi there, Linda.
How are you? I figured I'd throw this.
Super, what are you up to?
I apologize.
I did open the court door.
Oh. Did you mute him?
So on the resources, we have a lot of COVID relating information. We have some safety manuals, our harassment procedures and policies, sample complaint forms, lots of different places. If you're looking for anything really to do with something with your municipality, you may just want to check our website first, because that is all we insure is municipalities in the state of New York. So we are very well versed in all of the things that New York municipality needs to know about. So we have a lot of things on this resources tab here.
Wow.
We also have newsletters and recorded webinars, safety manuals, and video clips. And as an administrator, if and when that time comes that you'd like to take advantage of the university, we can talk, and I can do a more in-depth training for the administrator on how to pull reports, how to assign training, all of that kind of good stuff. I think I gave you the abbreviated version, but does anyone have any questions about how this works or anything to do with training?
I didn't realize that there were so many opportunities for training available. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That's awesome. And you have a list of what New York State recommends and what they accept. And
I apologize. What county is Washingtonville in?
Orange County, New York.
County. So I believe your loss control specialist is David Bloodgood, possibly. And I can get you a list of trainings besides the workplace violence, sexual harassment, and discrimination. I believe some of your employees have to take bloodborne pathogens, and there's some others that I can email to you from our loss control department.
Wow. This is awesome. And it's already covered with, the cost for each member.
Free.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. We could just upload everybody. I can help with an upload for all of your employees and everybody that you need to train. And then we can walk through the steps of how to assign that stuff. Now, don't forget, if you want and need to get it done earlier, then we can arrange to do this. You can always take advantage of those webinars that we have going on the 25th and the 27th. We've done about 800 people, 500 to 800 people in each of them that we've had so far.
Okay.
This could be done with a group, like in the village hall.
So the webinars can definitely be done as a group. If someone is viewing as a group, you will need to the municipality will need to take a sign-in sheet and keep that as your proof of completion in your file.
Okay.
But if individual people are registered for those webinars, we will send a certificate for proof, because we have them on our roster.
How would the testing be done at the end of each?
So for the webinars, we don't need to test because it is conversational, and there'll be a chat box.
Good.
So if anyone has any questions, they can ask us questions through the chat box. Now, if you choose to go, and you can do a mixture of both. If you choose to go the Nymer University way, now I know some of your folks maybe in public works don't have access to a computer every day. You can also do group trainings in that manner with the same idea. You would need to take a sign-in sheet and have the supervisor pull up the course and then keep track of it in that manner. But there is a test at the end of the Nymer University one that, they could talk about, as long as the supervisor is there, they could talk about, those questions and answer them, and they could record it with a sign-in sheet.
And you sign in, coming in and sign out at the end as well? Or just one?
It's not necessary to do both, just as long as you know that they're there for the entire time. And the same goes for the webinar. It does show us how long the folks are on. And there are polling questions with the webinar. So there'll be 3 polling questions, and they need to be present for all.
I just want to let the board know, the police department's been using it. I've been in contact with Stacy and David Bloodwork.
Bloodgood.
Yep, he's been very helpful with us, but the police department already uses it for annual training for bloodborne pathogens, New York State discrimination and harassment training. We also do our crossing guard training online, and I've done some liability training. So it's pretty simple if you are computer literate, and you can navigate right through it pretty easily. And as an administrator, you can't see their test scores. You can print out a certificate for their file. So it's pretty simple to do.
Thank you.
Wow.
Do you keep the records also, Stacy?
We don't necessarily keep them, but they are on our file. So if you need help pulling them, we don't keep them and put them in our file anywhere.
Right. Okay.
What I will tell you is if your municipality is having some loss issues, some loss control issues, and maybe, you had a shock loss, or you had a frequency issue, and we saw that you were training diligently on the website, that the underwriter would take that into consideration in the review.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Great.
That's all I have for you, unless you have any other questions.
There's a lot to,
I know.
but I like it. So
That's great. I will,
we-
you know what
we
I'll
really,
do?
yeah,
I'll
I'm sorry.
send you all the documents.
Okay.
Unless, Larissa, have I sent them all to you yet?
I have the one that talked about the July trainings or workshops that were
Okay.
coming up. Right.
Okay.
But I have to check
I'll
them.
send everything
Okay, perfect.
with the access code for the university.
Oh, yeah, that would be
So
good.
you can make an account and start playing in it a little bit.
Okay.
And I'll send all of the invitation. We have 2 invitations out right now. We don't have any more planned for webinars at this point.
Mhm.
I doubt it'll stay that way because we have so much interest. But at this point, we have the 25th at 9 a.m. and the 27th at 5:30 p.m.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much for
Yes.
taking the time to put this
Thank you.
together for us.
Sure. And I'm always available to answer any questions. So Larissa has my contact information, so please feel free to reach out. And Brian does too.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so
Welcome.
much. You'll be hearing from me probably this week.
Okay, Larissa.
Yeah.
Everybody
All
have a
right.
great night. Have a
You
great
too.
meeting.
Thank
Be
you
well.
again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so as far as new business resolution, facility use permit, Kiwanis Club, trustee Lodato.
Yes, I actually spoke with Peggy today, and I don't have the permit up on my screen. On September 20th, they would like to once again sell the chrysanthemums and the pumpkins. They requested the municipal lot or Veterans Park across from Betty's. I would like to add to their documents that it's a backup plan. I reached out to the events committee today. I'm not sure if it's a go or not, but an alternative location would be at the farmer's market, because that's also the same day their art extravaganza is on September 20th over at Vern Allen Park. So I was trying to figure out a way where they kind of help each other as far as traffic. and Peggy's going to run it by the Kiwanis group on Monday at their meeting. So I was just wondering if we could vote on both locations in the event, if it could be worked out that it could be at Vern Allen Park.
Okay. Someone want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay. Roll call, trustee Lodato,
Yes.
trustee Sampson,
Yes.
Mayor Lang,
Yes.
Mayor Bucko. Okay. All right, yeah, so that's, what time would it be if it's at Veterans Park? It's going to be different than if it was at Vern Allen?
We have different hours on the sheet, yes.
7
Okay.
to 30 they have on the sheet.
Okay,
Hours. I don't know why I can't find it. Hang on.
7 to 3:30.
There we go. And the
okay.
phone 11 to 4. So they would be there obviously earlier than.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good fundraiser for the Kiwanis Club.
No, it's great. And they do really well. And the mums are absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
They are. They are. Now, the only concern I have is when Betty's was open, they would use the restroom there. 7 to 3:30. Would we have to supply a porta potty
Well,
if
that
they're across the street?
will be one at the farm market. So that's my,
There'll be one. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm kind of
Well,
hoping to
yeah.
be there. Maybe set up in the parking lot only because it is the delivery of a lot of plants and pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
Make their life easier, Kiwanis, if they took up maybe 3 to 4 parking spots in the lot. But again, I'm running it by the farmer's market because we did give them permission first, you know, to use Vern Allen Park.
Let's say that they didn't want to join together. Would anyone be opposed of getting a porta potty for Memorial Park that day? For Veterans Park,
For
rather?
Veterans Park.
No,
Not at all.
to it.
Municipal lot? No.
Not at all. I think
They might feel like the farmer's market might feel like it's competition.
Yeah. All right. So if need, get their feeling, Val, and then we could just schedule a porta potty for Veterans Park that day.
Okay.
Okay. Public comment from anyone out there?
hold on, let me make sure everybody's unmuted. Hold on. Let's see. Participant. Let me unmute everyone. And let's see. And okay. So I put out an ask to unmute for everyone. And if you have a question, you could raise your hand. No one wants to unmute? Do you guys see any hands up?
No.
Okay, hold on. And then you can unmute yourself by clicking on the bottom left-hand side. There's a microphone image. Okay. I don't see anyone. Okay. Going around one more time just to make sure. All right, I don't see any hands up or anyone unmuting. Okay, no one else sees any requests?
Anything. I only see 3 other people
Right.
on it other than us and the chief. Am I correct?
Correct.
Going
Yep.
once, going twice.
Okay. All right, I don't see anyone.
Hey,
Okay.
so, just to remind everyone, our next meeting is September 8th. That's a Tuesday. not September 7th, which is Labor Day.
Correct.
Uh,
It's the first day of school. Online learning, virtual learning. Yay, me!
Is September 8th? That's
Yes.
the first day?
The
Yeah.
first day for the virtual.
Did we discuss the last meeting about the September 15th meeting? Because isn't that the same, did they switch it again? Isn't that the same day as the vote?
Yes. So
Yes.
to discuss that, we need to move that also. You don't want to do it on the 14th. We could do it on the 22nd, the following Tuesday.
That's a good idea.
Yep, yeah, because you got five Tuesdays in September.
Okay, so September 22nd for regular meeting. I don't believe it's Labor Day already. Couple of weeks.
22nd, no.
Yeah.
No,
It's not, it might be 22nd, usually around what?
it actually says first day of autumn on here. I don't know.
Oh no, okay, Rush Honor is 18th.
Yeah, that's on Friday, the 18th
Yep.
of September.
Yeah, there's. All right, hopefully we could be live, in the village hall. But the way things are going, it seems like they keep going backwards. They keep adding states that you could go to, you can't go to.
They added 2 more states today.
Really?
They had Delaware and somewhere else.
Yeah,
They go on, they go off.
I was going down Delaware next week. I guess I'm not.
Nope.
Have to quarantine when you come back.
For 14 days.
For 14 days. That's what I want to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not enough rope. All right. If there's no other concerns or comments, make a motion to adjourn.
I'll
Make a motion. I'll second it.
If I was standing in a municipal lot, I would second it also.